Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to another edition of War Robots Test Server. This is 2018, April 7 and 8. It is version 3.7.2, package 434, and here we have a number of changes. Some that we won't see offhand. Apparently weapon rebalance, Nashorn and Trident. I guess the changes in distance. The way the Trident fires, it'll be one round at a time rather than three in the Trident, like last week. Which will be great. As a result, we'll just add one more robot here, and we'll try this new Bulwark. Oh, it looks like a lot like the Falcon from previous weeks. So let's try this Trident. Nashorn, not as relevant a weapon as the past, but we'll give that a try as well. And we'll also see the new weapon Flux. Okay, so first of all, the Raven. This is going to be like the Griffin, except better in that you have two jumps. So it looks like as though it's the blue prototype rather than the yellow or the red. Not much description here. As you can see, there's a problem with the internationalization. There's pound signs here, as you can see at every command. I've done a loadout with essentially homing missiles, Vortex and Aphid. And another setup here with pinatas and orkans, so that's another death button, as you call it, non-Russian death button, which is the pin and the Tulumbas, but rather the more deadly orkan and pinata, but you need to be closer. Everything's at level 8. Bulwark doesn't have a description either. We put out the two Redeemers. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do Nashorn so that we can see the rebalance instead. Not as effective a weapon as the Redeemer. Well, the Redeemer you have to be more up close, but we'll try the Nashorn, okay? Because it's some new changes to the rebalance. The range is still 1100, but you do, I think, more damage, or maybe less damage, but it's faster reload, 6 seconds. And then you've got the Flux, a new weapon. Essentially, think of it like the Gecko, except it's a long-range version. A constant energy weapon, unlike the Trebuchet, which is a single-shot style weapon. The Trident, it'll reload as it fires, apparently. 600-meter range, but hopefully firing one shot at a time. And this is a fangs out ability, I believe, but we will see them in action. Okay, as you can see, this is a number of problems with the language or internationalization here. Every command, it seems like it's a problem. Okay, and now here we are in the good long-range option for map. We'll start with the Raven here in the Springfield. Now this weapon, let's try this double jump. So one jump and then it's another jump. Okay, so it looks like as though it's cooldown, which is actually makes it quite effective. Oh, I think I'm being hit. Not much I can do about this. It's such a long distance away. Can't hit my enemy. Yeah, kind of a slow mover. It'll be slightly faster at level 9, but only slightly. Yeah, a lot of time between jumps. Someone's hitting people with zeniths here. So let's see how long this cooldown is. We'll do a full. I'm still far away from any enemy. I need to be 350 meters or closer. Yeah, I wish this robot were faster. Alright, I'm within hitting distance finally. Okay, I should have maybe fired only one at a time to get through the shield. This one, it'll... Okay, I see that there's this line around the beacon. That's very useful to find out where the beacon is. Okay, now this time I'll fire one at a time here, so that it'll get through the shield. See, there's some sort of... So this Bulwark has an energy shield. Very interesting. Okay, alright, let's try the some enemies quite close, so this is a good use of the death button. It's quite enormous power with the... Yeah, much more powerful than the Vortex Naphid. Quite a long cooldown, but at least there's 2 charges for this jump. We'll get apart here. Pattern with Gust is quite powerful. Alright, let's try this with the... let's start first of all the Trident. Okay, like a little interesting little animation with a little ball. Let's see what happens with this ability. So let's click on this ability. This Trident is much more useful now that it doesn't fire 3 at a time. This Gust is quite powerful, so I'm going to stay away from it. Avoid getting close. I see there's a little reload button here, which is quite useful. Yeah, very nice now that you can fire 1 shot at a time rather than 3 at a time, which is hard to control. So there's a little energy shield. I see this little energy shield protects you for a certain amount of time. Okay, so this is a nice little energy shield, which is actually quite useful. But it's not very different from the Carnage, I guess, in that you have to activate it. Alright, let's try another weapon here. Now let's try the Nashorn. Again, it's a long distance weapon, so this time I'll try to keep my distance. It looks destructive, but it's not. I hit the wall. Yeah, quite interesting weapon, the Nashorn now. Yeah, long, well, semi-long reload, 6 seconds, so. I'm gonna play quite aggressively here. I'll try to get close even though I shouldn't, just because I need to go through my robots fast enough. So, energy shield. But unfortunately it won't protect me against this Zeus. I'm gonna play kind of aggressively so I can get through all these robots. Well, Nashorn becomes a bit more useful weapon. Alright, so let's change to another robot so we can demonstrate this. Oh, I landed right here. Huh. It didn't it didn't start at the very beginning, nor at the beacon of my choice. Okay, so the animation goes on, but when you activate the ability, then the animation seems to go away. Okay, now there's the energy shield showing. So this is like the heavy version of the gecko. Very useful on these non-physically shielded robots. Yeah, great distance effect. The amount of damage is not a lot, but at the great distance that it functions, 1100 meters, that's to be expected. Fortunately, you have to keep facing the enemy for a long time, so that trebuchet has an advantage over this weapon. As you can see, every so often there's a cooldown in effect, so that's why it just discontinues firing. Nice little sound effects. There's no enemies exposed I can fire on. There we go. Should probably reload now. Alright, well that has been Demonstration War Robots 2018, April 7th and 8th, version 3.7.2. Apparently also some graphics on maps slightly changed. There's a reload button as you saw. You saw the Raven, the Bulwark, and the prototype Flux, and the weapon rebalance for the Nashorn and Trident. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in.